Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Cooking with TK. So today with my dear friend.
Let's finish this whole thing.
So we are about to go for breakfast.
I'm gonna have my morning workout.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Cooking with TK once again. So let me just move. Is it fine? Yes, it's fine. So this is a surprise video because it is a Sunday and I never post videos on Sunday. But today I'm just like, well, I'm having a lazy Sunday and why not? Why not? So if it is your first time joining me, thank you so much for taking time off your busy day to come and watch my video. And I hope you did go to church. If it's not your first time joining me, then well, welcome back. And I absolutely love this lighting. I love it so much. Welcome back and thank you for the continuous support. Please continue to like, share, and comment on the video. Yes. It's a Sunday. Like I'm saying, I'm having such a lazy Sunday. I'm not even like that. But then, so I actually made this video because I was speaking to this other friend of mine and she is going through the most. Just to say the least, she is going through the most. And I think when I say that, we all know what is making her go through the most, what is missing her, and that is a guy. So then, I won't share her story, like I won't share what's going on because, I can't do that. But, there's been even around social media and stuff, there's always like jokes about, how umjolo is so stressful, how it's so bad, how you end up losing your mind over these things and stuff like that, which is why I actually try to stay away from them because I don't have time for all of that. Like right now it's just me, and if a person that I'm trying to involve is not really fitting into what I want or what I envision, I just let it go. And yes, that's where the whole dating thing comes in, because you don't want to spend your time and energy trying to change someone or trying to make someone fit into your vision, the one that you have for yourself. So now I just decided today, so now I'm just going to make a list or just tell you the type of guys that I think you should avoid as a woman, young woman dating. I can't really speak for older women because I don't really know. So I'll just say as a woman in general or as a young woman, basically a woman in your 20s. And number one on the list, and I'm actually starting with this as number one because this is something very common in men. And this is something that we sometimes find attractive, like at the beginning of getting to know someone, we actually find it attractive, only to find that as time goes, it just gets up to here. And obviously my friend that I'm mentioning, she was dealing with that situation where she fell in love with a narcissist. And I know some people don't even know what a narcissist is. Some people are in relationship with narcissist people. Some people are narcissists themselves, but they don't know because this is not something that we openly discuss. These terms and definitions, we don't really pay much attention to that. We just point out, oh, this person is selfish, oh, this person, and most of the time we actually find narcissists attractive because as women we like people who are confident. But then now there's a thin line between being confident and being arrogant and having self-important thing. importance rather. So it is a thin line, so then we actually miss that line. So that's why we find narcissists very attractive, because we're thinking, oh my gosh, this guy takes good care of himself. Oh my gosh, he is so good looking. He puts effort in his looks. He is proud of himself. When he talks about himself, you can just see that he's really, he's sure of himself in like every type of way. And yes, that is attractive, especially for like women that are like very strong and independent, and women that are very feminine. And we actually also mistake that as masculine men, and we all want masculine men. So then we tend to think, oh, when someone is like this, that is them being confident or masculine, while all the time someone is just being a narcissist. And being a narcissist, actually, like dating a narcissist, always backfires to the person. Because one thing about narcissists, I actually made what's this? I did research on the whole thing, because some people, they do throw around this word like narcissist, but some people don't really know it. Hence, I'm making this video. I actually did research, and then there is something that's even called a narcissist personality disorder, where the person, the only thing that they care about, the only thing that is important to them is themselves. And it's very common in men. That's why I said this is going to be number one. It is very common in men, and to them it's like nobody else matters. And that actually always ends up bad for the women, because you could be with a narcissist for 4 or 5 years of your life thinking you're building something, only to find that there's nothing that you're building. This person was just, you were there, or they kept you around because you were useful in some way. You were boosting their ego, you were reminding them how important they are and stuff like that. So it never really ends well for the other person who's not a narcissist. And for a narcissist, it's actually very, very easy to just get up and leave when they see that you don't serve your purpose in their lives. I won't really dwell too much on narcissists, like what is it that they actually, how it starts and all of that. You can just do your own research. But I was just saying that is like number one on the list, because you have seen, and I've actually been on like 3 dates with one, and on a 3rd date I was just like, you know what, I can't, because like I was able to pick that up very quickly. So you can also just look it up and try to understand it, because it's very common, like I'm saying. Okay, and then the second one is the selfish guy. Now this is the one that, as long as it's almost like a narcissist, as long as sorry, I just made note. So as long as you being around benefits him in any way, you could be cooking for him, you could be washing for him, you could be, helping him get over his ex, anything. As long as having you around benefits him in any way, he doesn't care whether it benefits you, he doesn't care whether you have to walk in the rain to come and help him with whatever that he needs help with. As long as it benefits him, he's going to keep you around. But as soon as that is done, he is going to, move on to the next person who's going to help him with whatever it is that he actually wants at the time. So that is the selfish guy. So stay away from those people, because they're going to use you, and you're going to feel drained at the end of the whole thing, and you're going to feel awful, basically. And then we have the liar. There's people that lie so much. They lie about the smallest stuff for no reason. You could be asking the person, like, where were you yesterday? Instead of saying, oh no, I went with my friend. They want to tell you some long story, just lying and covering for no reason. It's not maybe like you guys had plans or anything. You're just asking, so where were you yesterday? Those people, you call them pathological liars, where it's just in them to lie all the time. It's just in them. It's just how they are. I don't know if maybe they feel like when they tell the truth, no one is going to believe them, or maybe they feel like when they tell the truth it's not good enough, so then they just lie about the silliest things ever. You could be asking someone something as simple as, what time did you get to work? Person is gonna lie. So a person who's able to lie with small things, it's very easy for them to lie with big things. Because I actually heard something yesterday, this lady was saying that lying is the foundation of a lot of things. So a person who can lie about anything, that means they can cheat, they can kill, they can steal, they can just do everything, because lying is a foundation of all bad things. So that's why as soon as you pick up that someone is a liar, as soon as you pick up, that's why you need to be able, when you like go on dates and do things like that, that's why you need to be able to pay attention to detail. Like, listen to someone, don't listen to reply, listen to actually hear what they're saying, so that should one day or the following date or whatever they say something that doesn't actually correspond with what they said before, you're able to pick that up. And if you want, you can ask them to elaborate what they mean, or if you know it's very clear that okay, this is a lie, you can just let it go. It's up to you how you actually deal with that. Okay, so that is number 2. Number 3, the player. Yep, I feel like as women we have this thing, we like winning. You know, as much as they always say that men are competitive and stuff, women like winning. We have this thing that, oh my gosh, he's a player, he's got a lot of girlfriends, but you know, I'm gonna stand out. I'm gonna be number 1. He's gonna end up with me. Girl, no. So stay away from guys who are players, because no one ever wins. Actually, no one ever wins. He might convince you that you won, while he's convincing Tammy, Lisa, Tandega, and all the other 5 girls that they won. So just stay away from that. It never ends well. And unless you also like playing, then that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, if you really like dating and you want to like date, like be in a relationship and stuff like that, these are the kind of people that you need to stay away from. But if it's just something like, oh, you guys are also playing, he breaks your back, you know, everything is okay, you don't care what he does with who, then fine, you can go for whatever that you want to go for, as long as, you know, you get the things are done, the things that you need to be done are done, then it's fine. But if it's something that you want, something serious, then stay away from these guys. And also the guy who strings you along. So this has happened to a lot of us. This has happened to a lot of us, where a guy will be on some, oh, I really like you, but I'm not ready, you know? So now you have this thing, you have hope, basically. So this person is giving you hope that maybe one day, you know, just, you know, hang around a bit, then maybe one day I am going to, you know, I'm going to be ready, and then I'm going to be with you and stuff like that. Or maybe you're dating and then you on that, maybe you want to understand what is it that you guys are doing. Are you guys girlfriend and boyfriend and stuff like that? And then he tells you, oh no, I don't like titles, or I'm not ready for all of that. It's serious. I want us to continue like this. Stay away from those kind of people, because they can just turn around on you. And when let's say they were not ready for real, when they are ready, they can actually just go for any other woman that they'd want to go for. And maybe it's not even you, but you were there because, you know, he was getting free girlfriend benefits from you, and he had to string you along until he was ready to, you know, take someone seriously, because he doesn't take you seriously. And then the guy who puts in no effort. Now this I personally hate, and I see it very early, this one. A person who puts in no effort. Just like, I think if you've watched my videos before, you know, just like someone is going to say, let's go for coffee. Like a coffee date. Where is the effort in that? Where's the effort? I'm going to make effort. I'm going to try to look nice for you. I'm going to wear nice, put on a bit of makeup, you know, fix my hair, smell nice, healed and all of it. And all you offering me is coffee. Now this is, I could never. And a person who pays minimum, who puts in minimum effort, you can see them from the word go, like from the start, like they get your numbers, and then the following day they're like, let's go for coffee or for ice cream. Like, no, where's the effort in that? And then second last one, the emotionally unavailable guy. Usually that is someone who just got out of a relationship, or that is someone who just is not there. And you can tell, that's the thing, that's a bad thing about us women. Even though you can see all these things, but you kind of have that, I don't know if I'd say it's hope, or if I'd say it's being optimistic, or if I'd say it's what, but you can see that this person emotionally, they're not available. You know, they are not in the same like level as you when it comes to like emotions and expressing themselves, and you know, being like, there's no sign that they're actually ever going to want anything more. And but then we stick around because we're thinking, oh no, you know, maybe he's gonna change. Oh no, he's just a man. Men don't show emotions. Men do show emotions when they care about someone. They don't have the thing of, they don't show emotion. They don't show emotions with their friends. But if they care about a woman and they know that she likes being emotional, they're going to show emotion. So don't fall for that. And then the last one, the controlling guy. I could never be with this kind of guy. I could never, because I feel like I'm very vocal and I'm very opinionated, and I feel like I don't want to be tied. Like I don't want to have the thing of saying, oh, now if I'm going out with my friends, then I have to lie to my boyfriend, you know, or oh, now, you know, I can't wear this because he doesn't like it. I can't talk to this person because he doesn't like it. Someone who's controlling, I could never be, and I feel like nobody deserves to be with a person like that, because, well, I mean, it shows a lot of things. Someone who's controlling it actually says a lot of things about them as a person. They like being in control because they're probably insecure, or probably they know that they're putting in no effort. So if he's saying you can't talk to this person, or if he's saying you can't wear this or that because you're gonna like have other people hitting on you and you're gonna cheat on me, he knows that he's putting in no effort. So it's easy for you to be taken by other people. So people that are controlling, and with all these guys that I mentioned, I feel like the problem is with them. It's how they are. And you, as a young, beautiful black woman, you shouldn't be in a situation where you are having to wait or understand or be the one fixing someone. If someone has a problem, and obviously you don't have to deal with that problem. So if someone has a problem and is one of these guys that I just mentioned, it's their problem, and you just, you know, remove yourself from the equation and keep it moving, because you can't really fix someone. And I'm sure when you meet someone, it's not like you're their first girlfriend. They know, some people know. Like I remember this other time I dated this other guy. He would tell me, because you know, with dating and stuff, like you ask someone questions about themselves and stuff. So then I asked him, like, what usually ends your relationships, you know, like normally, because we all know that pattern, like, oh, most of the time, like my relationships, maybe 2 or 3 of my relationships have ended because of 1, 2, and 3. And you know what this guy said? He said, what usually ends my relationship is lack of communication, because I'm too busy. So I'm too busy, so I can't really like keep in touch with the girl that I'm dating. And to me, that should have been like, okay, to me, at first I was like, okay, I am busy as well, you know? I'm busy as well, so I don't mind that, because like I said, when I feel like someone is clinging on and want to spend every weekend together and want to see me all the time, I kind of get like annoyed, because I'm also busy. I've got stuff to do, and then my free time I get, you know, see my friends, you know, just chill by myself. So I was like, okay, fine, I'm like that as well. But then there's never ended my relationships, but I'm like that as well, so let me just go for it, you know. And then we dated. I think it was like 3-4 months. But then, funny enough, the relationship actually ended because of that, because his level of not communicating because he's busy just got too much for me as well. It got to a point where I was just like I would even forget. Like, I would even forget when was the last time we spoke. And not that I'm saying like we should speak every day, but just a simple, hi, how are you? I'm doing this. Like, just something small. I feel like even oh yeah, the other thing that pissed me off the most, I understood like his career and stuff. Like, I understood that he was a busy person. Like, generally he was busy. I understood that. But then what actually made me like pissed me off and made me end like whatever that we're doing is that he would be like busy to make time for us, and I didn't mind. But then he would be on social media. Like, every chance he gets, he's on social media. Like, for like 2-3 minutes, he's posting, he's doing stuff, and I'm just like, okay. And I was I always, like, when we started, I was like, okay, fine, I'm not really gonna bother him. If he's busy, I'm gonna be busy as well. And then when he can talk, then he's gonna talk. So for me to see him, the few 10-15 minutes that he gets, he's doing other things and he's not talking to me, that was just like, no. So also, just to add on the list, a guy who is going to tell you that he doesn't have what? A guy is going to tell you that he can't communicate because he's busy. We're adding that on the list. Try to avoid those people. I mean, I get that people are busy, right? I get that, but just see what no matter how busy you are, even if you're a doctor, even if you're a pilot, whatever that you're doing, you do get 2 minutes in the toilet and you can just text your girl like, hi, I'm just checking on you, I hope your day is okay. You don't spend those few minutes, busy doing other things and not thinking about your girl. But then, now this video has gone too long. This video has gone too long. You can just add in the comment section below what guys do you personally try to avoid when you're dating, and how do you pick that up, and how did you come up with that list? And I still love you guys so much. Bye.